right here on Cool FM. Hope to see you soon on my cafe!
Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan, ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
And welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is Thursday, May 29, 2025, and a fellow good morning to TVH Network viewers, those who are just joining us this morning for a catch-up of this telecast of Asphere's Cafe. So, unfortunately, we do not have Dream Car in our house tonight. I think he is busy, it seems, which is understandable. So, yeah, and before I proceed, let me check if we are live on all channels. That is ASP Media, Video and Entertainment, Family Archives, and yes, it seems like we are indeed live on all platforms. So yes, before we begin, as usual, we will be covering the Nintendo Switch 2 news with our Countdown News segment on Asphere's Cafe, followed by the Gaming Cafe. That is the topic for today's episode of Asphere's Cafe. Now, let's get into the Reddit for the latest r/Nintendo Switch 2 news. So, let's head over now, and I will be moving into another window for the Video Ninja. Let me just fire that up right now. And also later, I will be getting the capture card to work with my computer, so you guys can have a gameplay with me on what I'm gonna be playing right now. So, yeah. Later in the gameplay, you guys get to witness the demo of the 100 line, and I heard that the 100 line is worth playing. So, yeah, even the character seems to be interesting. So yeah, I will be playing that, and yeah, I'm gonna try spending my time playing that on Friday. But yes. Okay, so now let's get started now. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Alright, so you can now see my fellow screen share here, and yes, they have indeed updated the countdown on the banner that now says 8 days. Well, let's get into that now. So, well, it looks like there is already a Facebook Marketplace listing where they are selling the Mario Kart bundle at the scalper pricing. Oh my goodness, like why are they selling it at the overpriced? But I know the Nintendo Switch isn't even out yet, and yet they're already selling it at its overpriced point here. This is the next level, guys. By the way, we are now a week away before the Nintendo Switch 2 rolls out. Oh wow. So yeah. Anyways, you can see there. And so basically, Dr. Soap's message the seller. They said they said there are 2 people that won't be able to get one on release night. That's interesting. Seller is with fire, and welcome to talk to. Yeah, I think Nintendo Ninjas are gonna target the seller and they're gonna try to take this down. I think by the time I'm already covering this, it's already gonna be taken down low. Now, let's ignore these posts here. I remember Switch Force, Dreamcast Sky. I remember these two, but the other one being around the clock, I do not know. Right. Yep, 7 days. Of course, we're down to 7 days now. In YouTube, clickbait thumbnails be like Nintendo is doing. Do not buy Switch 2. Well, yes, I have. Well, technically, there were some controversies about the Nintendo Switch 2 is because of the $80 price tag point, and this is why people are saying at the last this was around April when the Switch 2 got announced, and people were wondering why is the price not mentioned on this Switch Direct. So yeah, people are wondering why, and of course, people didn't go well with it. And then later in the Treehouse Direct, they were spamming the chat, drop the prices down, drop the prices down, and yeah, that's why some aspects of the Switch 2 went controversial because the gamers didn't anticipate really for the $80 price tag. My local Best Buy pull out the efforts for the previous gen. Oh yeah, you can see the previous gen stuff here. Very interesting. Pull out Nintendo efforts, yet the Switch is already on the horizon. Ironic. The 30 minutes of battling with Capcom was worth it. Okay, I'm not gonna bother playing that one. Reminder: console launches are big undertakings. There will be reports of issues and yes. So if you remember a few years ago that Crow BCat uploaded the Nintendo Switch defective, the compilation of Nintendo Switches being defective, and I remember seeing one of them, and my goodness, it was one of the horrific experience that people experience, and luckily my Nintendo Switch doesn't do that, so I'm one of the lucky users who did get a defective Nintendo Switch at long last. And then now we have some Redditor commenting, those videos are inevitable. Once you get more than 5 people with defective consoles, YouTube's going to be flooded with hundreds of videos with titles like Nintendo Switch 2 of $500 disaster. I mean, it's true. I'm already seeing my YouTube feed being flooded by by one of the, well, some YouTubers. I don't want to call it right wing, but I have to say their viewpoint is kind of leaning to the right. So that's why I call them some of them right wing. So if you look at my YouTube feed right now, you can see currently I do not have a Nintendo Switch 2 related videos here, but I do see some of them saying do not buy Switch 2. And also to point out to some ordinary gamers there, he also did say in his title here, let me just bring this up. So if I go to videos right now, you can see that his latest video is being focused on the Nintendo Switch 2. And if we look at the latest, this original title, yes, I do have the arrow. I do have the arrow to make sure I have a better title experience on YouTube. And if I look at the original, this is what Muda has said in his video title. The Switch 2 is technically a brick. Well, I'm gonna answer that to you, Muda, because again, this is not the first time that the companies are doing this. There are already some companies that require you to install day one patch or day one update. Just like with the video games, like you can't get the game to work. Some videos won't let you launch the video game unless you download the day one patch, and now the Switch 2 is doing the same. Like some Nintendo Switch 2 allegedly yeah, allegedly, some Nintendo Switch 2 allegedly are require day one patch, which means you won't be able to get the setup past this. You won't be able to set up until the launch date of the Nintendo Switch 2. So, yeah, basically, Muda is kind of right. That is because if you don't connect to the internet, it's basically there's no use unless you connect to the internet, of course. Then you won't be able to get past the setup. All right, so there you go. But yeah, okay. So let's see what else I can leave my take here. Don't pay attention to probably have. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, let me just look up his videos. Oh yes, he's back again. He returns again. It looks like he's back with the latest video. That is the compilation of the Game Awards clips. Yeah, Mega God. There you go. Yeah, that's the original title. Mega God. So you can see if we click the popular tag, you can see there is a video of the defective Nintendo Switch consoles, which you can see right here, which I just talked about it earlier. And yeah, well, it's not really painful launch. It's just basically the defective Nintendo Switch consoles. It's pretty self-explanatory if you ask me. All right, so now that is one of the posts that we just took a look at, which explains that there will be indeed some defective Nintendo Switch 2 units. So just be prepared. If you get the defective one, make sure you return it to them, and hopefully they can issue you with a replacement unit. I don't know if that's how it works, but yeah. Alright, so it looks like the Nintendo Switch app has been updated, and they have removed the Nintendo Switch online branding in their app. So now it's basically rebranded to just Nintendo Switch app. So you can see how the bottom part of the app is revamped, or has been revamped really. So you can see how that looks. I don't know if it has a unique sound UI on. I don't know if it has like unique sounds inside. I'm not sure, but we'll see. It does not have a sound, but the animations look pretty cool. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. You can see there are some unique animations right there. And of course we have RDS Industries offering Nintendo Switch cases. So yeah, they're returning again, or once again, to produce cases for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I can already tell that their cases look pretty durable. Judging on how it looks, it looks adorable. And yep, it is indeed reading to the Nintendo Switch app. And of course adding support for the Nintendo Switch 2. So screenshots and videos in your system's album can now be sent to the app, and you can now receive game chat invites. So technically speaking, the Nintendo Switch screenshots and videos can only be sent from Nintendo Switch 2, if I am correct, because I don't think they're mentioning the support for the OG Nintendo Switch. Zelda Notes is now on the Nintendo Switch app. Cool. Okay, we have some news, guys. This just came in, and it looks like our console will be available. I mean, our Nintendo Switch 2 will be available here in the Philippines this June 26th. So thanks for the heads up for according to this post. So let me just check my local Nintendo website right now. Yep, it did say June 26th. So after June 5, which is the global launch, June 26 will be our turn. So hey, we are getting Nintendo Switch 2 early. Not early. We're getting Nintendo Switch 2 after all. So pretty cool. And yes, they have updated the Nintendo Switch 2 website, and oh my god, it's beautiful. And as for the Nintendo Switch, other than the font now looks way, the font looks way better than the last time. So kudos to Nintendo for finally making the website look cool in our regional Nintendo website. So hey cool. The font is still the same, but I believe the heading is now in the image. But guys, we won't have to wait that long, guys. We don't have to wait that long. But this is it, guys. We won't have to wait that long at all. Nintendo Switch 2 hype is getting real here in the Philippines. This is cool. This is really cool, guys. But I am very curious too if they remove the mention of Nintendo Switch Online. I'm confused, but you can see they do mention game chat. I need to check if they still mention. Okay, they did say that they're still working on launching Nintendo Switch Online membership, so we will have to wait for the further date, or should I say, we will have to wait for the further details later. So yeah, again, Nintendo Switch 2 launch confirmed. It is set to be launched this June 26th. And as for the Nintendo Switch Online membership, we will have to wait a little bit longer, as if when will Nintendo launch the Nintendo Switch Online and the eShop. But I am excited. They are finally catching up, and this is just the beginning that Nintendo's presence will be official in the Philippines. We have been relying in one of the distributors, but damn, this is pretty exciting. This is pretty exciting. And yeah, Amelia ET is right. It was supposed to be between July to September, but now it's set to launch this month. No, well, next month. Yeah, next month. But hey, we won't have to wait that long. Let's go. Ultra Gamer said that's horrible. Well, sucks to be you. We are one of the content creators living in Southeast Asia, and we have to wait a little bit longer. Maybe it's because how it's being distributed makes sense. But June 5, yes, indeed, it's gonna launch globally. But here in the Philippines, we will have to wait just a little bit, few more weeks after the June 5 launch for most parts of the country. Well, Southeast Asia is launching next, that is. So, hey, we won't have to wait that long, but I am excited for how that goes, right? Anyway, it is now 6:48 in the evening as we return with more gaming sessions, or I should say, as the regular cafe sessions, such as the gaming cafe, where we will cover the latest in gaming news, which is coming up next on Asphere's Cafe. Our sponsors: Asphere's Aircon, Dream Cars Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, and TLX Karaoke. Asphere's Cafe will return after the break. Stay along with us. We will be right back.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available Dream Cars frozen pizza in supermarkets near you.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. And TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na! Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FBS Manufacturing Corporation.
Oh, napagod sa school? Ay. Oh!
Tanghalian na, ang pampasigla. Tara na, refresh na. Pag may sumisigla, la. May fruity goodness na. Siksik pa sa sustansya. Kaya tanghalian na. Pasiglahin ang tanghalian with Dan.
Muling inaanyayahan ng Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation ang lahat ng amateur at professional photographers na lumahok sa PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025 na may temang Infrastructure for Economic Development. Formal na binuksan ng nasabing photo contest nitong February 1, 2025. Hudyat na maaari na magsumite ng entries ang mga interesadong lumahok. Bukas ang kompetisyon sa lahat ng amateur at professional Filipino photographers na may edad 16 na taong gulang pataas. Ayon kay PAGCOR Chairman and CEO Alejandro Tenco, layo ng photo contest ngayong taon na ipakita ang mahalagang papel ng mga proyektong pang-infrastruktura gaya ng mga highways, tulay, seaports, airports at iba pa sa pag-unlad ng ekonomiya. Maaari magsumite ng photo entry sa ilalim ng 3 kategorya, ang conventional, mobile at drone. 8 grand winners ang pipiliin ng PAGCOR sa bawat kategorya. Tatanggapin ang mga entries hanggang July 31, 2025 lamang. Para sa iba pa mga detalye, mag-log on lamang sa www.pagcor.ph/photocon2025/index.php.
Break time means refreshing up time for me. Magnolia health tea and fruit drink, refresh it up. Fits me to a T. Sabayan niyo akong tikman. From mango's tropical rush to grapes juicy stir fry, strawberry sweet, lemons kick, apples crisp fries, fruity flavor for all. Magnolia healthy and fruit drink. Tara na't magpa-refresh it up. Magnolia feeling good, set up.
Guys! Bakit ang sarap mag-shot ng Red Horse Super?
Kasi bawat shot, kasama ang tropa.
Red Horse Super, ang shot ng tropa. Pinalakas na tropa, pinasuper na Red Horse. Drink responsibly.
Mefenamic acid.
May right bed na nito.
B-complex.
May right bed na nito. Coco Martin po, pag may kailangan gamot, huwag mahiyang magtanong kung may right bed na nito. Dahil gusto namin na gumaling kayo.
If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Pag naka-MaxFit, kargado! Tulong sa lakas ng katawan, listong isipan at lambing na pangmatagalan with proper diet and exercise.
Lipat na sa MaxFit Cargado.
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins, minerals, ginseng at royal jelly. Generic name ng MaxFit. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
At first I was afraid, matabang lahat. Kept thinking, cooking's not for me. And just give up. But after spending so many nights, nakuha ko ngiti sarap dahil sa Loyal. They'll be wanting for more. Tinola. And now I'm back. Luto mo yan. Lagi akong hinahanap sa gatherings, bawal wala. Basta may Nor ang luto ko, they love me even more. Basta Nor luto mo yan. Hey, hey.
And yes, we are back. It is now 6:56 in the evening, and it looks like we have some ongoing discussion right now over at your community, and yes, it looks like we're gonna talk about the Philippine TV for a while because DWP and Radio Istrenta will be rebranded back to DZMM Radio Patrol Istrenta starting later at 8 p.m. And this is why I'm already seeing some of the archivists, recorders, recording the last moments of Teleradio Sabi show for the radio station to soon be rebranded back to DCMM. So pretty exciting for today in the Philippine television history, guys. So yeah, DCMM comeback is real. Woo! Anyways, now let's get back to our usual topics now. So now let's get into the gaming cafe now as we will now be heading over to Niche Gamer. So let's go. Okay, so here it is. Alright, so it's loading for a while. Oh, well, it looks like EA canceled their development on Black Panther. A Black Panther game. I really wonder why. So, this is coming from Niche Gamer. A new report is making the rounds that Electronic Arts has cancelled their Black Panther game alongside shutting down its studio, Cliffhanger Games. The new report comes from a purported email from EA President Laura Mille, which confirms the game's cancellation alongside the layoffs. The aforementioned Black Panther game was announced back in 2023 and hasn't gotten an update since. Mille said in the email, "These decisions are hard. They affect people we have worked with, learned from, and shared real moments with. We're doing everything we can to support them, including finding opportunities within EA where we have had success helping people land in new roles." EA didn't announce the number of layoffs in the email, and Mille said the changes alongside other cancellations and layoffs are being done to sharpen our focus and put our creative energy behind the most significant growth opportunities. After the aforementioned layoffs and cancellations, EA will focus on a small handful of franchises going forward, including Battlefield, The Sims, Skate, and Apex Legends. Mille did note they will continue investing in their Iron Man game being produced by EA Motive, as well as their third upcoming Star Wars Jedi game. Sad to see that Black Panther game is being shut down. I mean, if they see no progress, then it's very unfortunate. But, yep, too bad we will not be getting a Black Panther game anytime soon. I mean, if you're a Marvel fan expecting this game to come out, well, set your expectations low now because they will not be releasing it anytime soon. Oh yeah, right. I also forgot to talk about this in yesterday. So basically, the Nintendo Switch Online app has, the Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo Classics has Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive features. So, Nintendo has shared a new trailer for Nintendo Switch Online, showcasing the Switch 2 exclusive version of its Nintendo 64 app and its features. So, we'll take a look how it looks like. We're just going to get into the rewind. So you can see the rewind feature is exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. It's exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm kind of surprised that they're still sticking with the good old layout there, which reminds me of Nintendo Switch 1 UI. Actually, the rewind features is not new. It has been there since the NES and SNES, but now it's also coming to Nintendo 64 64 Classics app. But this is exclusive to Switch 2, sadly. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty good to see that Nintendo's adding features that were already available on NES and SNES NES app Classics, and then we have CRT filter. You can see this is exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. So this is how it looks like on the left, which has its filter on. On the right is the normal gameplay, but on the left is the one where you get to experience the CRT experience. So yeah, that's CRT filter. And now, as for the last one, view change controls is not. View change controls is available on both Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. So you can check what button does in. You can check what each button does in the game you're playing. So again, this works on both Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 at the very least. So that's good here. So this is how it looks. And yes, you can actually remap the buttons, so it's pretty useful for the game for gamers who wants some better offer. This is it. So as for the compatibility chart, this is what you will see here. So Rewind and CRT filter are the Switch 2 exclusive features, while View Change Control feature is will be available on both Nintendo Switch 2 and the Nintendo Switch. So that is some Nintendo Switch 2. So that is the Nintendo 64 Classics getting a handful of updates for that, and also that's getting some handful updates for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm happy to say it's pretty cool. Now let's see what else we have here. Also, not only that, we have some new game titles coming to its classics. So, Nintendo has announced Nintendo Switch Online that will be adding 4 new classic Game Boy games to its subscription service. So it looks like only Game Boy is getting some new titles for now, but yeah. So here are the 4 new titles, which are Survival Kids, Grudus, The Interstellar Assault, Kirby Star Stacker, and The Sword of Hope. So yeah, these are the new titles coming to Nintendo Switch Online, and again, this is a Game Boy. This is for Game Boy Classics. Okay, so I think we are witnessing a little bit of slow news right now, as it seems. Okay. Alright, it looks like nothing much. Wait, we do have some. We do have Elden Ring sequel, that is Night Rain. So, well, not really a sequel, but more like a DLC expansion, I think. Alright, so publisher Bandai Namco and developer From Software shared a new trailer for Elden Ring Night Rain ahead of its global launch. The new standalone expansion to Elden Ring featuring co-op. Cool, they have co-op. Alright, so let's take a look how Elden Ring Night Rain looks coming from the gameplay. Okay, so I don't think you can hear the audio. I don't think you guys can hear the audio from it, but you can see the graphics look pretty stunning. I'm gonna say right now, it looks pretty stunning. Alright, so let's see. The rail to cross in less 9 and 5. Whoa! grounded away. Damn, this is something. This is pretty cool. Wow! Here. Woo! Whoa! Do you see that? Do you see that? This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. This is it, guys. This is it. Damn, that is amazing. That is amazing how Elden Ring looks like. But man, Night Rain, guys, Night Rain looks pretty cool. Night Rain looks pretty cool. Yeah, Night Rain looks pretty cool. And yes, I was wrong. So this is not DLC, but this is more like a sequel, guys. This is more like a sequel to Elden Ring. But my goodness, it looks really stunning. It looks pretty stunning, guys. So again, this is coming to Steam. So if you're a PC gamer, you can get this game when it comes out. But as for me, I'm more of a casual Nintendo Switch player. So yeah, I do hope they can port this game to Nintendo Switch to someday, because I believe that this game will run well with some optimizations for Nintendo Switch 2. So I believe that this game can run on Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, Elden Ring Night Rain, guys. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Okay, now let's keep going. Now this is something. The next one we have is Neo series, topping 8 million copies sold. So publisher Koei Tecmo and developer Team Ninja have announced the Neo series has sold over 8 million copies, a new milestone of shipments and sales. The news that the Neo series has shipped and sold over 8 million copies comes roughly 2.5 years after its previous milestone, which had the series at 7 million copies. That is a new record for the series, and all I can say is that good for them. Good for them. And yet we have another record. This time is for Claire Obscure Expedition. Let's see if it loads. We'll give it a moment for it to load. Okay, so it looks like it's refusing to load, so we will have to set that aside for now. Okay, so yeah, I'm still gonna wait for it to load, but okay, never mind, it's not loading at all. So maybe this website is slow because of how it's resolving coming from my DNS. So unfortunately, this is taking a long time, but I'll try to cover this in the other gaming outlet such as Givensu or Final Weapon. Alright, in the meantime, it is now 7:10 in the evening as we return with more coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Coffee. Our sponsors, Asphere's Aircon, Dreamcast Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, and TLX Karaoke. Stay along with us. Asphere's Coffee will be right back.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available Dream Cars frozen pizza in supermarkets near you.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. And TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na! Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
At age 50 pataas, posible ang good quality of life kapag tama ang level ng nutrients sa katawan. Piliin ang doctor-prescribed Centrum Silver Advance. Ang kumpletong formula nito ay mahigit sa 25 nutrients na tumutulong sa immunity, healthy heart at sharp memory with proper diet and exercise. Alam niyo ba, ayon sa clinical research, ang pag-inom ng Centrum Silver Advance araw-araw kasama ang tamang pagkain at exercise ay nakatutulong sa memory habang tumatanda. Napapanatiling matalas ang isip, malinaw ang memorya at maayos na nakaka-focus. Ang mga nasa edad 50 pataas ay matutulungang magkaroon ng good quality of life kung iinom sila ng Centrum Silver Advance kasabay ng tamang pagkain at exercise. Take Centrum Silver Advance daily. Ito ang Medifacts for Centrum. Multivitamins plus minerals is the generic name of Centrum Silver Advance. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ganito ang tunog ng clogged nose. Pag sinabayan pa ng headache, hirap, di ba? Kaya pag may clogged nose and headache, decongest with Decolgen Forte, the most powerful relief versus other Decolgen formulations. With maximum decongesting action versus PE-based medicines available OTC in the Philippines. Decolgen Forte.
Kahit itanong mo sa doktor,
Alagang Unilab yan. Phenylpropanolamine, HCI, chlorphenamine, maleate, paracetamol is the generic name of Decolgen Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Alam mo ba kung bakit kita mahal? Kasi nasa iyo halos lahat ng bagay na hinahanap ko. Concealer, punda, groceries, polong puti, polong pink, Technicolor, watercolor, furniture, upuan ng baby, upuan ng family, packing tape, masking tape, nipple tape, halos lahat. Kaya I love you talaga, Isetan.
Visit Isetan Department Store and Supermarket in Carriedo, Cubao, Recto, and Santa Mesa.
Halos lahat, Isetan.
Ano ba yan? Ang kate? Kate? Kate na nga ng ulo ko, dry pa. Nakakabawas ng ganda.
May dandruff na, may dry hair pa. Switch to Sunsilk Anti-Dandruff Shampoo. It removes visible flakes with regular use para achieve ang gandang iwas dandruff at smooth hair.
Shake and slide, gandang smooth ang hair, you can just slide.
When you use Sunsilk every day.
Yan ang gandang iwas dandruff, Sunsilk.
Gatas ni baby? Check. Sabon pangligo? Check. Pero kulang na ang rekado pang luto at pamasahe pa uwi. Borrow as low as 100 pesos. Kaya palang humiram ng tingi-tingi. Sa G-Loan Sakto. Mag G-Loan Sakto sa GCash. Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. G-Loan Sakto is powered by Fuse Financing Incorporated. Fuse Financing Incorporated is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Kindly review the terms and conditions in the disclosure statement before proceeding with the loan transaction. GCash is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. www.bsp.gov.ph. Visit the GCash website or help center to know more.
Sipping on Mac Cafe iced coffee. Feeling unstoppable.
My fuel, my coffee.
my rhythm, my coffee.
Get your McCafe. Stronger, creamier, and better than our previous iced coffee original blend. 49 pesos na lang at a McDonald's store near you.
My coffee, my cafe. My coffee, my cafe. My coffee, my cafe.
Ikaw ba ay pagod, walang gana, matamlay, nawala ng lakas? Subukan mo na si MG Plus. Sa MG Plus, tatayo ka, babangon pa. MG Plus is good for high blood, diabetes, impotency, stress, anxiety, high cholesterol, insomnia, gallstone, kidney stone, rheuma, arthritis, problema sa pagbawas, o galuyang kalawasan. Mag-MG Plus na. MG Plus Herbal Drinks.
Ang MG Plus Herbal Drinks ay available sa mga botika at mga piling supermarket. No approved therapeutic claims.
Your home for relaxing favorites. FM.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, we're back. It is now 7:17 in the evening, and Dreamcar has finally joined our show tonight. So, where have you been, by the way, Dreamcar? How are you?
Just cleaning the upstairs. And of course, 1%, of course. We all know in Phoenix, okay? We all know in Phoenix.
So that's why you were late to the show, right? I mean, don't worry. We can be here anytime.
Alright, if you don't know what I'm doing right now, yes, it's based on mga joggers, and multigrade will be on a Python app instead. So yeah. Same concept. You could see that same concept. And we big puzzle there, but the problem with GPT is they made it wrong. They made it instead as a picture instead, rather than to put you know. So yeah, I am finding ways to put this multi-grid to be working as soon as possible, so I could start doing that thing as well.
Nice, Dreamcar. Very nice.
Right.
Very nice.
Good. Okay. So yes, so back to Asparagos, I'm still doing the multi-grid, so I'm going to finish that as soon as possible. Okay.
Thank you, Dreamcar Karaoke, and now let's get back into the gaming cafe. Okay, so before we got, let me check here. Oh, hello, Ryzen. Welcome to the Pull FM stage. By the way, we're still doing Asphere's Cafe, and basically this is a show where we talk about the technology, gaming, and anime cafe. But the technology we discuss every Mondays and Tuesdays, animes on Wednesday, gaming on Thursday, and some random topics on Friday. So yeah, if you're interested, feel free to stop by. If not, feel free to leave at any time. Okay, so before we proceed with the gaming cafe, before we continue, Dreamcar, are you aware that DCMM Teleradio is coming back, or DCMM Radio Pocho is 30? Dreamcar, are you aware?
As far as I know that they are also aware. I am also aware because of the posts from Facebook and from Instagram.
Yeah, they unveiled their new logo. Well, actually, the logo is a modern take on the old DCMM, but man, it looks pretty exciting for the Philippine television history, right? Right.
In which, yes.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna stop by for a bit because I would like to invite Momon on his take. Well, expect his take to be in Tagalog because again, our show is our main language for this show is English, but the majority of Cool FM shows are in Filipino. But yeah, wanna join in for a bit. But yeah, expect Momon's response to be in Tagalog. So we're currently talking about right now. So yeah, I'm gonna invite Momon, and okay, here is Momon. So let's invite Momon. Right. Good evening, Maman. So as we all know, we only into less than 40 minutes away before DCMM relaunches. So, Maman, what can you say about the comeback of DCMM?
Medyo nakakaiyak lang din, pero at the same time, nakakatuwa kasi nag-comeback na ng DCMM. Naalala ko, nagpuputing-ting kami sa radyo, na ko yung DZMM, pag sa taxi, nakikinig sa DCMM, nanonood sa radyo, nakikinig sa TV. Ayun.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Tapos, ayun nga, pag halimbawa na papadaan ako sa kina Lola kasi nandun yung bahay nila Lola eh. At yung bahay nila Lola, may TV Plus. Syempre may TV Plus, encrypted ang DCMM teleradyo. Doon ako nanonood. And also, if I remember, napapanood ko yun sa sa Pag-ibig. Doon mismo sa main office nila kasi, syempre doon sila nanonood, doon sila nagmo-monitor. And nakakatuwa lang din dahil pumayag ang Prime Media na ibalik yung DZMM branding. Feel ko baka may sumpa server pero sasabihin ko yung All TV magiging kapamilya channel. Tapos yung 92.3 pati FMR ng FM radio sa ibang regional bayan magiging MOR ulit. So, expect the unexpected talaga kasi ang dami mga comeback. Tsaka kasalanan mo rin, Jiggy Banikat.
I know, right? Like, nobody was expecting the comeback of DCMM. It was not on my bingo cards, really. It was not on my bingo cards. And then yet, I was expecting the full comeback to be on next week or around June. But no, it's gonna happen this week. So this is also unexpected, Momon. And I cannot really tell if the programs of Teleradio Sobicio or Roger Estrella will be carried over.
Nakita ko sa ni Blue Wave meron ng DZMM radyo sa Estrella pa rin siya, tsaka DZMM teleradyo.
Right. So I
wonder.
Actually,
nagulat nga lang ako kasi nalaman ko lang after ng orientation sa Merkules yun eh. Di ba? Merkules yun
yeah, it's only Thursday. And because
Wednesday ko lang nalaman nung nag-check sa main chat room. Sabi ko, ba't pinag-uusapan yung DZMM? Yun pala, chinek ko sa Twitter. Comeback pala to.
Comeback is real, guys. Comeback is real. So, I
Pero
wonder...
Nakakatuwa lang din kay Martin Romualdez na pinayagan na ibalik yung DZMM branding.
I was not
Pero ang drawback nga lang, hindi natin maririnig yung ABS-CBN notes. Kasi Prime Media pa rin eh. Pero at least...
Yeah, joint venture. It's still joint venture. Yeah, it's still joint
venture pa rin. Pero baka malay ninyo, pag nabigyan ng franchise ang ABS-CBN, maririnig ulit natin yan. Pero ngayon, maririnig lang yung ABS-CBN jingle sa DCMM jingle. Sa YTV, DWTE, Radio 694.
Yeah, that one is a fan-made station, and yeah, it's really based on the DCMM look. I believe that look of the DWE is based on the early days of DCMM, right?
2017 din. 2017, 2013.
Okay. So around 2013 or 2017.
Ay, hindi 2017.
2017.
Kasi yun yung huling taon na merong interactive camera sa ano nila, sa graphics nila. Parang yung
Right.
yan na lang natin example sa sa DZW.
Right. So, what are your predictions at 8 p.m.? Like, what are they going to do after TV Patrol finishes their run? What are they gonna do next at 8 p.m.? Like, yes, they're gonna rebrand, but what are you going to expect the sequence?
Siguro parang rebrand tapos back to normal. Tapos baka mamaya wag na tayong magtaka kung may SRO.
Wow. Yeah, right. So, yeah. And yeah, if you look, Mama, the hashtag has been changed and the icon has been changed too. Do you see that? You see it? Do you see it, Mama?
Wala sana.
Yo server, they changed the server title. Yes. The logo is really resembles the
Pero
modern
natawa lang
logo
ako
of
sa ano
DCMM.
no? Natawa lang ako sa logo ng DZMM. Ba't parang nilik ninyo yung logo ng bagong logo ng Hangout with Mamon pagka-comeback natin? Why na no?
I'm going to interrupt you, everyone. I just double check that. It looks like Hangout with Mamon, interestingly. Coincidence.
Ba't niyo po nilik? Ba't nilik?
Don't, Mom. Oh, Dream Car, don't do that. Alright, continue.
Right.
Continue, Momon.
Ba't parang Hangout with... Ba't yun naman nilik? De, joke na. Pero, eto lang talaga sa totoo lang, kasalanan ni Jiggy Manikad to.
Ayun. So you can see the statement. About the DCMM official comeback.
Nakita ko yung statement.
Yeah, you can see the statement. Yes, you can see the statement right here. But yeah. So I do not. But yeah, for the programs, I'm not sure how it's gonna look like. But most likely, no change, right? No change.
Change siguro yung color lang yung mag-change.
I wonder if Gising Pilipinas will stay the same because I believe Gising Pilipinas will remain as is.
Yung Gising Pilipinas, yung Gising Pilipinas kasi parang sa EPS yun kasi yun.
Right. Because this is one of the programs we always listen to on Kula from every morning. But yeah. But I expect some items to be aired somehow, yeah. But yeah, DZMM is really exciting, right? The comeback is real. So yeah. Dream Car,
Sige na.
but yeah, before you go, Mama, do you have anything to say?
Wala naman, and I just wanna say, looking forward.
Same. Also, I forgot to mention I didn't get to join your show earlier. Didn't get to join the last minutes of your show. A few episodes back, but I do want to say good luck on your break. You deserve a well rest. So yeah.
Well, sana meron sa linggo.
So you're exploring opportunities to do your show on Sundays.
Sana
Because hopefully because Sunday is the rest day for Cool FM really. So
Pero pwede naman sa Sabado, no? Ano
yeah,
kayong...
you can do Saturdays.
Wait lang,
Yes,
meron
you
ba
can.
sa... Pwede ko bang i-occupy yung oras ng GKS supposed to be? Anong oras ba yung GKS?
GKS? Well, the former GKS
Former
was
GKS.
from 2:30 to Oh my God.
Pira naman. Ba't naman ganyan? Kaya sinabi ko, hangout din naman eh.
Anyways, but so back to the topic. So the time slot for the GK as well. Formally, it was from 12:30. Yeah, I think from 1 to 12:30 to 2. But GKB is this is now represented as GKB is from 12:30 to 2. Uh, but currently on
Siguro
Saturdays.
saka na lang natin pag-usapan pag ano na, pag magka-comeback ako. Pero for the meantime, enjoy ko muna yung duty rest ko and also magpaka-stress muna ako dito sa thesis. At sa
Alright.
totoo lang, nasa bahay ako ng kaklase ko. Overnight ulit kasi kailangan ayusin yung mga ano. Sige, for the
Got it.
meantime,
Good
muna.
luck on your thesis, Momon. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Sana nga.
Yeah, good luck.
Ano pa naman yung therapy?
Thank you, Momon, for stopping by. And with that, exactly 7:31, and that is where we will have to wrap it up for TVH number of viewers now. So thank you very much, TVH, for joining us this morning. And that is the fellow a bit of the talk of about the DCMM comeback. As for DCMM comeback, it's really imminent as of right now. By the time you're watching this, it's already back on air. But yes, we will be back again tomorrow or not tomorrow. We will be back again next week where with the Friday episode of As Discovered being broadcast on TVH, where we get to talk about some of the topics right here on Asphere Cafe. Until then, I am Cairo, Dreamcar.
And I'm Dave Naka-face now closed.
And with that, yes, for TVH, we will see you next week, TVH. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you next week. Bye bye, TVH. See you next week morning. Bye bye.
This has been a TGO Entertainment production in association with Us Media.
And we are back. It is now 7:32 in the evening, and we are left with the rest of us right here on on Cool FM, Cool TV, and of course live streaming on TGO Entertainment, Cool FM Primetime on TGO and Cool FM and Family Archives YouTube channels and ASP Media's YouTube channels. Okay, and before I forget, we are also live on fictional family networks with LTV, the News Kalamal Network, and XSF Plus. Okay.
ABC2 forgot that.
Okay, now let's head over now to Gebasu, and now let's get back to the regular topics to talk about. So, yeah, we'll just wait for the website to load. It's still verifying as we speak. Oh, great! Why is this stuck? Why is this stuck? Anyway.
Alright, so update for my water grid. It nearly worked, but it's very small. And so look at this. So it's supposed to work, but if you rebuild the puzzle, it shows the complete image. It's nearly there. It's nearly there.
That's good. That's good. You're coding, Dreamcore. That is good. You're coding. So I'll ask you right now. Is it based on Python? Is it based on Python? Am I right? Python.
In which it's Python. Tick enter.
Nice, Dreamcore. Keep learning, Dreamcore. Keep learning. Yeah, keep
Alright,
learning.
so yeah, I'm trying to double check that because I am basing on the PowerPoint presentation, replacing the PowerPoint with the tick enter, but a little bit complicated because there's sound effects on either of these. And then there's also you need to compile the background, you compile the full image. That's a little bit hard to do complex because you need a little bit full expectations that even the animations as well.
Right. So you're trying to get sound effects to work on a program. Am I right?
Yes, the full program supposedly.
So basically, what you need to get it working is the sound effects, but the buttons are already good to go. The functionalities already good to go, right? Or are there some bugs you need to fix?
Yes, that's the remaining pieces I'm going to fix. And if it's finished, I'm going to reveal it on either next week or the following 2 weeks. So, Sparagos,
Got it.
back to you.
Got it. Thank you, Dreamcard Karaoke. Okay, so now, is my website finally loaded? Okay, I have to verify as a human, sure. Anyways, now let's get over to back to the gaming cafe now. And yeah, what a wild discussion in about the Philippine television earlier. But anyways, now let's get into what we have here. Okay, so we have two Holo related content, and well, let's start off first with Hololive Treasure Mountain Mega Pack that is coming to Nintendo Switch this June 18. So publisher Holo Indie and developer BXD will release 3D puzzle game Hololive Treasure Mountain Mega Pack for Switch for Nintendo eShop on June 18 for $20, the company's announced. It includes the base game and all downloadable content. So do they have a trailer? Yes, they do. So let's take a look how the game looks, and actually let me fix the audio first. So let me just restart my screen share so you guys can hear the audio. Alright, here it is. So hopefully you guys can hear the audio of the trailer. So now, let's take a look how Hololive Treasure Mountain Mega Pack looks like. Enjoy the gameplay.
Ahoy! ホロライブ3期生宝生海賊団船長の宝生マリンです。はじめまして君、宝生マリンです。今この瞬間マリンは17歳ということで、一つよろしくお願いします。これがね、何かって、君たち一味でしょ、一味。これ、熱いさ、愛情であってさ、海に落ちないように、君たちが何とかしてくれる。ボロ面同士でくっつけちゃう手と、はべらしてくぞ。はべらしてくぞ。他のホロ面とかも大好きです。アホイペコ、うさだペコラペコ。はーい、皆さんどうもこんばんきーつね。
すいませんね、楽しんじゃって。
That is pretty cool. The gameplay looks pretty nice, I say, and looks adorable. The gameplay looks really adorable. So yeah, that is the Hololive Treasure Mountain Mega Pack. But wait, there's more from Holo Indie, and we're not done yet because we have Holo Paradise Deluxe Edition coming to Nintendo Switch on June 18. So yes, Holo Paradise was first launched on PC via Steam last December 1, 2023. So now they're releasing the set game to Nintendo Switch on June 18 for $10. And as for it, lovely! We're off to a good start. Just kidding, but unexpectedly close to the connection. Wow! Brilliant! Okay, if I reload, there we go. It now works. So here is how the deluxe edition you can expect.
Let's go!
「 I see one of the notable I see one of the notable VTuber talent here. Especially, I know these. I know the last two. 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 And for this one, I know the first one, and that I remember that I believe that is Shushi Machi, who say, yeah, that is the YouTuber I'm familiar with because yes, she's a singer, and I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. But yeah, you have a lot of talents to choose from, really. So pretty cool. We have Hoshi. I'm not sure. I'm confused, but yeah. Well, but yes, guys, we have a lot of super you have a lot of whole life talents to choose from. Pretty cool. So that is Holo Power Day Deluxe Edition. And what do I think about both? Pretty cool that two new Holo indie games are coming to Nintendo Switch. And if you're one of the Holo Life fans looking forward to this, this might be worth playing. So yes. And for Dreamcard, do you have any comments before we move on?
No comment.
All right, thank you. Okay, all right, that's fair. Okay, so we have more to cover, and I will be covering La Pin. Yes, I'll be covering La Pin and the Fallen Fates, but we will be taking a break in the meantime. So yes, it looks like Therapy is already getting ready for DZMM launch, which I just witnessed in the TOC site. But anyways, it is now 7:42 in the evening, and we will be taking a break as we return more cafe sessions right here as Asphere Cafe, plus the DZMM countdown, which we will be witnessing later. But in the meantime, our sponsors Dreamcar,
Asphere Sarcon, Team Cars Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, and DLX Karaoke.
With that, Asphere's Cafe, we'll be right back.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available Dream Cars frozen pizza in supermarkets near you.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. And TLX Karaoke, ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na! Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dreamcar Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FBS Manufacturing Corporation.
Get all your fresh food essentials at Metro Supermarket. Experience sulit fresh savings with discounts of up to 50% and bundle offers on select fruits, vegetables, seafood, and meat. Shop at Metro Supermarket for all your fresh food needs at affordable, budget-friendly prices. Don't miss out on the sulit deals. Take advantage of Metro Supermarket's fresh savings promo every Thursday to Sunday. Per DTI Fair Trade Permit number FTEB 212325 series of 2025.
Get extra discount of as much as 3,000 pesos with BDO credit cards. Enjoy 10% off for a minimum buy now, pay later purchase of 10,000 pesos or 5% off for a minimum straight purchase of 5,000 pesos. See posters or visit bdo.com.ph for details. Terms and conditions apply.
The new Better Than Ever Skin White Papaya Glow helps give you now with Hydro Glow Booster that helps whiten in 7 days. Infused with high-quality papain extract with 100 times vitamin E and 2 times milk versus our previous papaya lotion. So get that. Teka, kanina ka pa sumisingit ah. Excited! Kasi deserve nyo ang Glow na Kaaya-Aya. With regular use yan ah. Results may vary.
Celebrate the lives of your fallen family heroes with the newly opened chapels of Tahanan ng Alaala in Himlayang Pilipino. We offer premium memorial service by providing 24-hour personalized customer care with flexible funeral and chapel accommodation packages. At Himlayang Pilipino, we give honor to the heroes of your lives. For inquiries, you may contact us at 0968 896 4850 or visit us at www.himlayangpilipino.org and follow us on Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, and on Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Inihahandog ng Tiki-Tiki serye ang mga bigating kwento ni nanay.
Oo, tamang-tama ko. Napakabigat.
Ng anak ko! Sa Tiki-Tiki, dama ang bigating alaga ni Mommy. Bigatin sa vitamins na tulong sa pampagaan at pampalusog. Bigatin si Baby. Kasi araw-araw nakatiki-tiki. Alaga pa ni Mommy with proper diet and exercise. Kahit gaano ka pa kabigat, anak, kakayanin ko! Dama ang bigating alaga. Yan ang tatak Tiki-Tiki. Alagang Unilab yan. Mahalagang paalala, ang Tiki-Tiki ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng...
Buhag-hagard kakatipid? Try Cream Silk 2-Wash Pack. Nourish your hair with vitamins for just 5 pesos per wash based on SRP. Afford araw-arawin ang straight and smooth hair with Cream Silk 2-Wash Pack.
Hoy, 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 hoy! May bagong swabbing energy drink! New Cobra Rice! Ang sarap! Grabe! Refreshing blue cola and lemon blast flavors na less sugar. Chill ka lang dumiskarte. With L-theanine at less caffeine. Kung tumingin so suabe. With vitamin A, New Cobra Rice. Swabbing energy! With proper diet and exercise. Joshua Garcia to. Bili na sa suking tindahan.
And now we're back with Asphere, Hoshi, and Asphere's Cafe.
And we are back. It is now exactly the last 10 minutes before we leave the airwaves and the launch of DZMM. Okay, so Hoshi, before I continue with the gaming cafe, Hoshi, you might have missed the you might have missed the talk with Momon earlier, but what do you say about the DZMM comeback?
I'm actually watching on the live stream. Yeah, but I I'm gonna say that I'm happy that DDMM will finally make a comeback. Oh yeah, I'm really happy and I'm really glad that uh uh station is once again coming back for after like 5 years. Is it exactly 5 years since DMM shuts down, right?
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, it's been 5 years and happy and I'm glad. I cannot express uh, what words, but yeah, just full of happiness.
Right? So yeah, if we can, well, the stream is gonna start in 8 minutes. But anyways, we're going to now do the last moments of the gaming cafe, and yes, we have. I already prepared the last two for tonight's gaming cafe, and that is we will cover Lapid. So let's get into that right now. So here it is. This is coming from Get Lost. So, what the heck? There we go. Anyways,
Right.
there we go.
You know what? You know what? Instead of the Tikinter, I think Tikinter. I have lost hope from Tikinter. I now chose the PHP instead. I used PHP this time.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Alright, if you don't know what happened to the PHP thing, the Tikinter thing, it failed miserably. Alright, I'm going to show you the demo what it works. It's supposed to be like this. Alright, I just double check. Sorry for the noise, but it's supposed to be going to do like this, right? Start level, and then instead of the picture, it still works like that. It doesn't wants to work. So yeah, and I don't think. You know what? I hope PHP would solve my problems.
So yeah, so what made you decide to migrate to PHP in the first place?
First of all, I expect the ticket is my interest myself, but you know what? What if we're going to put that on PHP instead? It makes more simpler because it has more designs as well.
I see. Okay, now back to the gaming cafe where I was like. Okay, so here it is. So about that now. Okay, so about Lapid. So the Switch version of side-scrolling platformer Lapid will launch on October 9th. Publisher CFK and developer studio Goodall announced. In June, the game will be available physically and digitally. The standard edition will cost 4,338 yen, while the first print run limited edition will cost 7,678 yen. The latter includes a special box, art book, 33-track audio soundtrack, and a special diorama acrylic stamp. So the said game was first launched in early access for Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC via Steam and Microsoft Store on November 17, 2022, followed by a full release on August 30, 2023. So here's how Lapid looks like, and just to make sure to make the audio working, I need to restart my screen share. So bear with me here. All right, again, we are running out of time, so let's roll this trailer. That is Lupin, ladies and gents. That is Lupin. Yes, that is Lupin, and would you just saw. So, guys, what do you say about the game, guys? What do you think about Lupin that is now coming to Nintendo Switch? Let's start with Dreamcar. What do you think? Okay, so unfortunately Dreamcar's not here, but I'll leave my take first. But the gameplay wise looks pretty stunning. Like, damn, this is pretty cool. But alright, so Hoshi, what do you say? What do you think about the Lapid game that you just saw? The trailer. What do you think? The gameplay wise.
No comment because I'm currently busy on building a studio.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Take your time, Hoshi. Alright, last one before we go is we have Fallen Fates coming from Astro Asset Studio. So, Hibernian Workshop has announced Fallen Fates, a new top-down action RPG coming to PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch 2. Hey, we have Nintendo Switch to release, and the OG Nintendo Switch as well as the PC via Steam and GOG. A Kickstarter campaign will launch in September. So this is what the gameplay screenshots look like. Okay, luckily the other one's not broken, but you can see the other screenshots are being loaded. That is because it's still loading, it seems. But yeah, the gameplay wise, the gameplay looks pretty cool. And we do have an announcement teaser trailer as well. So yeah, that is before we go. We will now be playing the trailer of Fallen Fates, and I'll share my take before we leave. Let's roll this one. Okay, hold on. I don't think the audio is working, so let me just quickly get the audio to fix it before we leave here. So let me just fix it right now. Okay, re-roll. That is Fallen Fates, guys. I like how the game is pixelated too. So yes, this game will be coming out for the platforms that I just mentioned, and they will launch a Kickstarter this September 2025. With that, that is all for the cafe tonight. And as before we go, Dreamcar and Hoshi, do you have any last words?
I'm still going to continue the Python, PHP.
Okay, how about you, Hoshi?
Mga joggers, May 31, 5 p.m. sa Fanmade Archive.
That's right. And with that is exactly 8 o'clock, and that is where we will be witnessing the relaunch of DCMM anytime soon. But we will have to wrap it up now. So, Stories with Geometric will be taking up that is up next. So with that is all for the coffee today. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We will be back again tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. where we will talk about some of the topics on Asphere's Coffee. Until then, I'm Caro.
I'm Dreamcar. The cafe is now closed.
And coming up next on Cool FM is Stories with Geometric with the special coverage on the DZMM relaunch. With that, the cafe is over. See you next time. Doo-doo!
Asphere's Cafe is produced by DJ
Bye!
Woo!
Let's go!